Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Bearcat Den. This is episode 42.
And we are starting with the World Baseball Classic.
Well, we've been on a hiatus, so this episode's going to be long.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to get to, but
Yes.
we will start with...
World Baseball Classic. So last time we talked about World Baseball Classic, it was us discussing the beginning.
Yeah, it was before...
It was the very beginning.
It was before the tournament had started, I think.
The tournament had started.
It was the day of. Yeah, it was the day that it started. And now
we got quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. So for quarterfinals, surprisingly, Dominican Republic blew out Korea.
Yeah, it was not
very
even close.
early on. That was not in my bucket list.
I mean, yeah, the DR
Korea,
they were looking really strong.
Yeah, no, for real. Like, honestly.
And by the end of the tournament, they broke the record for most home runs in the WBC.
Yup.
I think they hit 15 in the whole tournament. So they were crushing it. They beat Korea 10-0. The
US versus Canada.
5-3.
US had a comeback lead for Canada, making it a 5-3 game. Puerto Rico lost to Italy,
which was a big upset.
We weren't making contact to the bat until very last second, and when we did, we got hot.
Yeah,
and because before this was a bigger blowout than it actually was. But then now we here, and they lost.
Yeah,
by 5, 6. Yeah, by 2.
Yeah,
by 3.
The Pasquatch from the Royals hit 3 home runs.
Yeah, which is for this Puerto Rico team not to have have a couple of their key players. I really think they did make it far.
Yeah, it was just I was surprised they lost to Italy.
I thought
they were gonna at least make the semis.
I think tying run was at the plate too, like for last inning. But they had chances. I'm not gonna lie, they had chances. They just didn't produce.
And there was another upset with the same score: Venezuela beating Japan, who was one of the favorites.
Well, Japan was last year's.
They won the last one. Yeah, the last WBC
winners.
They won.
So that was crazy to see them out very early.
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting for either Korea or Japan to be out this early with how well they were dominating overseas. But I guess playing in a different stadium affects a lot more. And I also think time.
Yeah,
affected because of time zones. So then Venezuela. This is where we started to see Venezuela really pick things up.
Yeah, this is when people started to take notice when they beat Japan. And then in the semifinals, they were against Italy, which going from a game in the quarterfinals where they were favored to lose, they were favorites against Italy because Italy had a unexpected win of their own.
Yes. So
Venezuela beat Italy 4-2.
Yes.
And then this semifinal was
this is where this was the most upsetting game throughout the World Baseball Classic was that USA defeated Dominican Republic 2-1.
Yeah,
which is crazy because I was very much upset with the last call, and I was like, imagine if they would have added the ABS system that they're gonna implement this year. Like they play only these are games not played like throughout a season, but it's a tournament, so maybe I understood why it wasn't added yet. But I would say the last pitch was 100% a ball.
Well, yeah,
100%. It should have been runners on first and second with Julio Rodriguez up to bat.
Yeah.
I seen everybody on the media, like in social media, talking about like being upset about it. I also think this win for USA kind of stung. I don't think it, like for me personally, I think it stung me a certain type of way because not even that. It's the minute they defeated like the most favored to win team in the tournament. I also think it's more because of what was happening with them thinking they already punched their ticket to quarterfinals, because that's what happened. They literally threw a game before quarterfinals because they thought they won and they had to go through, I believe it was Italy versus Canada. Whoever won between those teams was gonna help
the
USA to advance.
Yeah, and I think that was Italy versus Mexico.
Yes, Mexico. So it was either one of the USA wasn't really going to be in this.
Yeah, there was a chance they weren't even going to make the quarterfinals
because
they lost to Italy.
They lost to Italy, and then they also, on top of that, their own manager saying that he thought they were already in quarterfinals.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, at that point, only 3 teams has clinched quarterfinals, and that was Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and
Was it Japan? Yeah.
Those are only 3 teams that by that point who clinched.
Yeah.
So I very thought for a second, I was like, it was upsetting because you technically kind of threw, like, I think a lot of fans were saying, like, a lot of fans were saying that they were taking this the least serious out of everybody there.
Yeah.
Like, them representing their country was not really to the proper of everybody else representing their country.
Right.
And you kind of see that also with the championship game.
Mm-hmm.
I will explain it a little bit later, but I really think this USA team didn't take certain games seriously. I think more staff than players, but I think the staff really thought they had it in the bag, but then they had to replace so many pitchers
Mm-hmm.
within the series because a lot of, like, you only use him for, like, closing. Like, I know one of the pitchers I forgot who was the pitcher for USA that they wanted to use to close, but didn't because the manager of their
Mason
team,
Miller.
There you go, Mason Miller, that he was only supposed to use on dire save needs, and I think this was a dire save need
it was
game.
It was interesting
because it was tied.
Yeah, it was interesting because first of all, I just want to say for the USA versus Dominican Republic semifinal.
Yeah, before we jump into finals.
A lot of people thought that was sort of the real final. Like, whoever was going to win either USA or Dominican Republic, they were going to win the whole thing. Yeah. Because everyone thought those were the 2 best teams if you look at the lineups. And
yeah, I personally thought I really did want Dominican Republic to win after Puerto Rico was eliminated, obviously, for a reason. But didn't happen. But then Venezuela faced Italy, which was a really good game where Venezuela won 4-2, making Venezuela continue their hot streak and head to finals. Which going into this, I don't believe Venezuela was any favored or even top 3 about who will win.
Yeah,
I think the top 3 was USA, Dominican Republic, and Japan. Just due to the fact Japan were returning champs coming into the beginning of this tournament. So it's weird. It's so weird. But it was a good game, to say least.
Yeah, going into the final, I thought the U.S. were going to win.
I did not want U.S. to win.
Yeah.
I needed a Latin American team to win. Out of the saltiness, a little of the fact that USA eliminated Dominican Republic, when I really thought this should have been Dominican Republic here. But because the last time USA won was 2017 with David Wright.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I knew that on top of my head. And then the last time Dominican Republic won was the year before, the classic, I think, after them. Mm-hmm. But then it was Dominican Republic, then Japan, and then now Venezuela, if I'm correct.
The last time the Dominican Republic was 2013.
2013, so before USA.
Before the US.
So it was Dominican Republic, USA, Japan, and then now Venezuela.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wasn't that wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Period. I just got them flipped. Okay, but this game was something. These 2 teams let this game scoreless for like 3 innings.
Yeah, the final was honestly not really what I expected, just because the U.S. couldn't get anything going.
No, like even if they did, like, they were stranded on bases.
Yeah,
like outs were outing.
Mm-hmm.
And also there was there was like a little fumble at second, so that could have been a double play and get them out, but didn't happen. Venezuela was dominating.
Yeah, they were
the USA.
They were the
pitchers.
better team. Venezuela was for sure the better team.
I think as soon as that double happened, that scored the first run of the night, and then that single home run, that changed the whole vibe of the game because it was 2-0 for a while. It was 2-0. I thought the score was going to remain 2-0 for the whole entire game. I did not expect USA to tie it, let alone Bryce Harper tie it.
Yeah, I really didn't. I was fully expecting that game to end 2-0, and then when the U.S. when Bryce Harper hit the home run, I thought, wow, like the U.S. could really steal
Bryce
this.
Harper was struggling.
Everyone on the team was.
No, but like Bryce Bryce Harper was struggling this whole tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Like not only this series, not this series, like in general, this whole tournament, he was struggling because I think he went like he wasn't doing a lot. I think it was more Aaron Judge producing for Team USA for certain parts, and then like maybe
Yeah.
Bobby Wood Jr. I think he
Yeah.
also took a contribution to it too, but it was something let it go. Bryce Harper being the person to actually do like make the game tie.
Yeah.
And then from there, we had this tie game when I think Miller should have entered by that point because it's a tie game.
Yeah. So apparently, the situation was
His
they were.
management said it had to be dire need.
Yeah, no, but
save.
yeah, I think the specifics of it was they said that he could play.
He could pitch.
He could pitch if they were losing.
No,
But
I thought it was different. I thought he could pitch if they had a chance to get a lead, which at that point, I think that's where it goes. Or it was the fact that they needed to have him to close an inning. He couldn't do more than one inning.
Yeah.
But if that was the case, right after Bryce Harper came in, because the inning right after, that's when it went 3-2.
Yeah. I think it
so
might
I
have.
think he could have done that.
I think the management said if the U.S. are up 1 run going into the 9th, and it's like to win the game, then he could have pitched. But because
I feel like you could have got around it.
But
like,
because they were tied, they weren't allowed to put him in.
I think you could have got around it personally, but I'm excited for Venezuela. They joined the World Baseball Classic in 2006, and this is their first ever World Baseball Classic championship.
Yeah.
So that makes that like for me, I'm like, wow, that's good. Like, good for you guys. Congratulations.
Yeah, I mean,
like, I'm not gonna.
You could see how emotional the Venezuelans were. It was. Yeah, it was a good moment. For them.
Yes, when they were on the podium, like singing their national anthem, that was just like you had them proudly yelling, you had them crying. Also, their manager, I remember it's Omar Lopez, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
Their manager even said like the night before, after they won, they went to their hotel room and stood up to 3 a.m,
mm-hmm.
making their lineup for this game, and it paid off.
Yeah,
which I don't think U.S. kind of did that, and if they did, it wasn't ever talked about. Because I think USA, in a sense, were a cocky team. And in a sense, like they knew they had the best roster they had in a while. They coming off of the following classic where they came runner up to Japan, and then now coming with Aaron Judge, which is Aaron Judge first year. There was a lot of players first year being on this team, great players like Paul Skeens. Like you put Paul Skeens, Noah McLean, like that right there should have been like your golden. But I think management just not managed properly for USA. You could like agree or disagree with me. Like, what you think?
Oh, sorry. Wait, say that again. Edit that out. I was looking for something for the next segment.
Oh, so I was saying that I think USA managers wasn't really managing properly for.
Oh yeah, I think that has been something that a lot of people are saying, that the managing was the number one problem with the US this tournament. That the pitching decisions, not using closers in certain spots where you could have.
Starting pitchers.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people were shitting on Noah McLean for starting championship. He's a rookie. Yes, he started with the Mets and pitched 3 games, and every 3 games he won. He won, which broke a record.
Yep.
For in the whole league already. So I feel like he was probably he showed maturity for him being so young and being such a young pitcher. He showed and demonstrated really well because Venezuela only got 2 hits off of him.
Yeah.
And that shows a lot.
Mm-hmm.
If they were doing anything, if it would have been anybody else, who knew, like, if they would have had Tubal or somebody else starts, or Skeens, because Skeens did quarterfinal. No,
Skeens pitched against the DR.
Oh, finals, yeah.
Yeah, the semifinals. Yeah, and he was really good.
He was really good.
I mean, he let up the 1 home run, but other than that, it was phenomenal.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah,
I think it was also like the way they used I don't know. I think this team.
Yeah, no,
this
it's
year
definitely
was
a big
just
question mark. Yeah.
Big
And the
management.
bats, I mean, the U.S. just couldn't hit. Like, the pitching was fine in the semifinals and the
Yeah.
final for the most part. Again, like, the closing decisions were questionable,
Questionable,
but
but, like,
for most part, it was the hitting. Like,
yeah.
a lot of people say Aaron Judge didn't
I
show
feel
up,
like Aaron Judge was the only person.
but not in the semifinals
Not in
and the final.
no, in
So, like,
semifinals, yes, because Julio Rodriguez stole a home run from him.
oh, right. Yeah.
So yes, he did produce twice during
And
semifinals.
the defensive plays, the
Yes.
throwing out Tatis at third was big.
Yes.
But in terms of the bat in the final,
I don't think he did anything in the
yeah,
final.
I think he was 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. So,
Was he 0 for 4?
yeah.
Oh my god. How you feel? That's your captain.
Yeah. I think.
Also, how do you think this will affect them going into
Yeah,
spring training? Because opening day is next week,
Yeah, I think
which is crazy.
it's so interesting to see because you're going from such important moments where when you're at the plate, it feels like it's like October baseball.
Yeah.
And then you're going into just like opening day and the start of the season. So I think it could be an opportunity where players that played in the WBC are all feel like they're in midseason form already, or it can be maybe there's a drop off because the stakes are
Maybe even if I thought they would continue the momentum over, especially anybody who played in Team Venezuela. A lot of them being White Sox, Red Sox, no, Cubs, Red Sox,
Mhm.
and then I think White Sox. Don't quote me. May I add you guys? It's world, so everybody from
yeah
other teams, so it kind of gets confused to remember who's from what. Like I
Mhm.
know Team USA had 2 Mets. Nicaragua had 1. Like
Mhm.
it was a lot, but now we get to wait for
Yeah, opening day.
opening day. Also, Francisco Lindor is officially back.
Yeah.
He's playing,
Mhm.
which was a surpriser.
Who do the Mets play on opening day?
Paul Skeens, Pirates.
Oh, they play the Pirates.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
That's gonna be what the hell? Like, why you gave us Paul Skeens like our first game?
yeah, but I don't think the Pirates are going to be that good.
Well, who knows?
By the way,
You
the Yankees lost 11-0 today
To who?
to the Blue Jays in spring training.
I'm sorry, but Yankees have been losing like crazy in spring training, which doesn't fully depict how their season will go.
Yeah,
But,
like Blue Jays were playing
Yeah, but
most
like
of their guys.
we
The
gotta
Yankees
also
were not.
remember. Yeah, also gotta remember these teams don't have star players. They usually star players start them and then or play certain
Yeah.
weeks, don't play certain games.
Yeah,
Situations like that. So
Yankees open up with the Giants, first ever Netflix game. So excited for that.
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about streaming services slowly taking over sports.
Yeah.
Cause like,
it's
what you mean? I
interesting.
gotta have like 10,000.
Yeah, Max Fried pitching on opening day, so
Ooh.
could be a good game.
Well, I will be watching the Mets.
Yeah. Moving on to the off season of the NFL.
Yes.
So much has happened.
So much has happened, and the fact that it happened right when it started. Like,
yeah. I mean, it has to because
like even if I feel like there was enough negotiation time too, like for teams to figure out who they wanted and how they wanted to rebuild their teams.
Yeah.
Because New York Giants went crazy. Like yes, we know we had a switch in our head coach, and after that, yes, we know Michael Neighbors, and then we also have Scatterboo coming back with that, and Jackson Dart. Now this being his second year, like a lot of Giants fans, including myself, was happy. Like I'm excited to see how the seasons go. But then now they just kept adding and adding and adding. Like linebacker Tremaine Edmonds,
coming over. That's big from the Bears.
Yeah,
Isaiah Likely from the Ravens, who's been kind of been shadowed by Mark Andrews, the tight end too. But people have seen that he has potential to be a tight end 1.
Yeah.
Darnell Mooney, a little depth in the wide receiver room.
And then we got a new
punter.
punter, which that was shocker for me. Because I felt like last season I was complaining so much about our punter and our kicker in general.
Yeah.
Because I felt like there were just must-need kicks that weren't happening and like he was digressing, which he's been there for a while. So them to get a new punter was kind of like the drive they needed. And then this is also coming back. This is just who they signed. This is not trades.
Yeah.
Like they trade a couple people. And then on top of that, they're spending so much money.
Yeah.
Which I think this is the head coach like trying to make this team better And
Mhm.
I'm thinking this head coach is like, I have key pieces already. He's playing checkers. No, he's playing chess. He's playing chess.
Yeah.
He's playing chess. He's like, I got my king and queen. Let's say like my king is Jackson
Jackson
Dart.
Dart.
My queen is
Malik Neighbors.
exactly.
Yeah. I think, yeah, no, for sure the biggest move of the offseason for the Giants is bringing in John Harbaugh.
Mm-hmm.
He also, Patrick Ricard, the fullback from the Ravens, going with him. And speaking on the punter, I mean, yeah. John Harbaugh started out as a special teams coach,
Yeah.
so obviously the special teams should improve. And yeah, definitely John Harbaugh is the biggest addition to the Giants, and the biggest change from last season will be that they also have the number 5th pick.
Yes,
which
and draft is
coming up. It is
it
April
April?
24th, so about a month away. And
yeah, because I know it's after March Madness.
yeah, and with the number 5 pick, the speculation, there's a lot of
What's the speculation? I haven't even heard the speculation.
Yeah,
of who
so
we will get.
Sonny Styles,
which is
a
very
big,
off. For
Sonny
me.
Styles is a big the linebacker out of Ohio State who had a genuine historic combine.
Okay, anybody from Ohio State, LSU, give me, because
Yeah.
clearly those are the best players that the Giants have ever always had.
Yeah.
Like-
I think the Giants will probably go defense in the draft, and they're actually looking really good for their rookie quarterback is
Well,
Showed-
second year now.
yeah,
Can't
I'm
call
saying
him
I'm
a
saying in
rookie.
his
in
rookie
his rookie year.
in his rookie year he showed good potential.
Oh my God!
Then
They
especially
signed-
losing your star receiver and then getting
Yes.
him back will help a lot. So I'm actually
Um,
optimistic about. I mean, I guess not. I
Well,
don't know if
apparently
I don't know. If,
yesterday we re-signed O-line Joshua as do he was
I
third
know.
he was third pick in 2022, third round pick in 2022, and he's played a total of 33 games with us, and he started 7 at left tackle and 2 at guard.
Mhm.
And he played his career high 17 games.
Yeah, I know the
last,
Giants.
in
They
2024.
they re-signed Evan Neal to a 1-year deal.
Yeah, I'm surprised we're signing. I'm surprising we are re-signing people, because I really thought we were going to.
They also.
I thought we were gonna trade more
Mhm.
than we were gonna sign, or I feel like I thought we were gonna use draft a lot to help us.
Mhm.
But we're getting veteran players, and they're not old guys. They're young.
Yeah.
Like these guys are like 30,
Mhm.
like 30s, ranging from 30s to early 20s, which I feel like. Am I correct? I know.
Yeah.
No, Dexter Lawrence has to be older than that. For sure, Dexter Lawrence is older than 30 something. He got to be 40.
No, he's 28.
Dexter Lawrence is 28.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me that much.
That surprised me a lot, because I
Really?
feel like I've seen him so much on my screen, and he looks so much older.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was older.
Yeah,
It's fine, guys. You know, we love Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. He was first round pick in 2019.
Okay, that equals out more if I pay attention.
Yeah.
If I think about it.
But no, yeah, I'm actually optimistic about the Giants. I mean, I'm not a Giants fan,
Oh,
but like,
you're optimistic for us?
yeah, like I think they can have a. The goal would be to have a season similar to what the Patriots just did.
I don't
and-
think we were gonna get that close.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we're gonna get that close.
No,
Like,
but I think
season- like,
playoffs is on the board.
playoffs. Let's not jinx anything. Knock on wood. Knock on your head, because you got that. Like, I don't want to say anything yet, because it's too early and we're not in training camp yet
Mhm.
to see how these teams are going to produce,
Mhm.
which that's not happening until all the way to the end of this year.
Yeah.
So we're not close to it yet. They're not reporting yet or anything. So I feel like I can't say.
We got to see how the draft goes too.
I got to see
is
if the
big.
draft goes too.
But I think the Giants could be good.
I feel like the Giants will be good.
yeah, which is
I
not.
think there is a slight potential for playoffs,
Mhm.
depending on other
Yeah.
teams. 100% has to.
But one team that I know is not going to be very good is the New York Jets.
I'm so sorry. They don't like you.
Who-
They don't.
I-
This is
the thing
dumb.
is-
This is how your fandom is.
Okay, let's hear this. Okay, nice. Bunch of crickets.
Just a bunch of crickets.
But
But they did moves.
I
but
do
like,
like the moves the Jets
Yeah.
have done. I also am in a weird place where when the Jets make a move I like, I'm partially like scared because I don't want to be.
No, you're going like playoffs.
No, because I don't want to win like 5, 6, 7 games and get like the 5th pick. Like I'm all for this being a year. We have Geno Smith at quarterback
Yes.
coming over from the Raiders. I'm all for this being a year where we get the number 1 pick in next year's draft. We also have 3 first-round picks next year. We have Dallas's or Green Bay's, whichever one is worse. And then we have the Colts. So, and this year we have 4 picks in the top 45. So obviously a full rebuild. Some of the moves that have been made by the Jets is bringing in David Onyemata, bringing in Demario Davis, Kingsley Enagbari, Joseph Osai. We've traded for Minka Fitzpatrick,
Yeah.
and we traded recently Justin Fields to the Chiefs
Which
for a
that
2027
was
sixth-round pick.
crazy.
I actually really
think
like that
was,
move for the
I feel like
Chiefs.
that was the only thing I really paid attention for with the Jets, and it was the Justin Fields trade.
Yeah.
It feels like it was more of a better trade for the Kansas City than it was for.
Well, I just think that
Jets.
Justin Fields wasn't gonna.
He
He wasn't gonna play for he was just gonna be a backup, and as a backup, getting a 6th-round pick, it's whatever. For the Chiefs, I like it because one, they're only paying $3 million of his $10 million salary. The Jets have to pay $7 million,
Yes.
and
he's second to Patrick.
Yeah, and
So meaning he has
there's
a
two
chance to play.
there's kind of two
and then
ways I like this.
Travis Kelce is officially coming back
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what the hell?
But the reason I like this for the Chiefs is they needed a backup quarterback, and
That was good.
not getting too into it, but
This is
they get a compensatory pick which basically means they get an extra pick given to them
during
because
the draft.
during the draft, because they basically
technically forfeit a draft spot.
They let go in free agency of more players than they got, which means they get a draft pick. And if they picked up a backup quarterback and signed one, they wouldn't get that pick. So this pick they traded for a backup is basically a free pick. So, and I like the fact that I think Andy Reid in I mean, I don't know if we're getting into the Chiefs, but
we could get slightly.
Yes, just slightly. I think Andy Reid can work stuff in for Justin Fields.
I feel like
Patrick Mahomes is kind of
more of a break.
And his ACL is recovering, so maybe he won't be back. And I think even when Mahomes is back, there being certain packages for Justin Fields because he's more of a runner. So whatever.
And then
we'll see.
and then
But
what the whole big people saying Travis Kelce coming back.
Yeah.
I do think this probably will be his last year. 100%. Because his contract end up, and is it only a 1 year?
Yeah, I think he just signed a 1 year, around 14, 13 million. But I mean, going back to the Jets, I do like the moves the Jets have made.
Yeah.
But I also don't think we're going to be even close to making the playoffs.
Got an edge.
Yeah, I just don't think we're going to be close to making the playoffs.
I feel like
so I'd rather just get the first pick.
More than 5 wins.
I honestly, if we get 5 to 8 wins, that I would not even like that, because we're not making the playoffs and we're going to get the 3rd pick. Let's just get 1 win, 2 wins, as long as it's not no wins.
You're so much about drafts.
No,
and
because
I feel like every Jet
that's where we have to be right now. We're not doing anything with Geno Smith.
Okay, but what happens if who knows?
No, we are not making any sort
training
of run.
camp.
We're not making any sort of run with Geno Smith at our quarterback. We are not. So I would rather just get the first pick, whatever. It's done. In my mind, this next season doesn't even matter. My thoughts are on 2027. And I think we can compete in 3 years if we make the right pick. If we make the right picks and we're bad enough, we can compete in 3 years. That's my timeline.
Oh God. I said every Jets fan ever.
Yeah.
Who was like, you know what? I don't care about the season.
Yeah.
You know what I care about? The drafts.
Yeah. No, really.
Okay, but
That's
I think the players you guys picked up could give you guys 100% better season than this year's. I could see it being a better season. I don't know how well it will work with with your quarterback, Geno Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe during draft you guys draft a quarterback.
I honestly hope not. Not with any of our first 4 picks. I hope not.
Who knows? I feel like you guys will probably pick a quarterback or linebacker within first 2 rounds.
Oh yeah, I think we're gonna take an edge rusher within the first 2 picks we have inside the top 16. But but we'll see.
March Madness.
Yes.
Oh my God, this is the first
time.
Today
is the first day.
This is the first time we're talking about March Madness on the podcast.
Yes, and today is the first day.
Today is the first day. No, I thought it started at
No, today was the first games.
Oh, the
today was the first day of the
brackets.
brackets.
Okay.
And then
You see,
in the days before, there have
it was
been
the final.
there have been
four?
like the smaller teams that are like fighting to be the 16 seed to get in.
Okay.
But today is the first day of the
Because
actual
I
March
was like,
Madness
didn't
bracket.
this start like the 17th?
Yeah.
Yeah, like officially, technically, March Madness started the 17th.
But the first round is today.
First bracket plays are today.
Yeah.
Which this is crazy because this is the first time I'm gonna follow like closely
Mhm.
to March Madness because usually I tend to just watch opening day more.
Mhm.
No promises that
And
I would, but I try.
As per usual, typical March Madness, I don't know the exact number, but I think around like 80 to 90%, something like that, of brackets are already not perfect because of a few things. One, TCU beat Ohio State, which that got rid of like 60% of perfect brackets. And then the big upset today so far, by the way, which
is happening now,
Duke
right?
almost lost. They almost lost
I thought you wanted Duke to lose, dude.
I don't. It's not anything specifically to Duke. It's just I'll almost always root for a 16 seed against a 1 seed because that's just crazy if that happens. Duke almost lost. They didn't lose. But
Michigan State is taking the lead right now.
Yeah.
Which is number 3.
There are games
Hawaii,
live right now.
Yeah.
But the big
Arkansas
upset of the day
over
was High Point beating Wisconsin, a 12 seed beat a 5
I've
seed.
never heard of High Point. And I
A
followed
lot of these schools you probably have never heard of because
I know, but I followed like college sports. It's not like I don't. I follow college football, college baseball, college softball.
Yeah.
100% love college softball, obviously.
Yeah.
But I didn't hear of them. And then it was like I was like, who is Perry View? And they're
Yeah, a lot of these are pretty small
they're
schools.
gonna play Florida.
Yeah, a lot
like
of
they
these
play
are
in the
small
Gators.
schools.
Like Gators is like a well-known team.
Yeah, they won last year.
Yeah, and obviously we got to talk about St. John's because New York.
Yeah.
How far you think St. John's is gonna go this year?
How far do I think St. John's is gonna go? That's an interesting question.
That is a good question.
Yeah, I mean they're the 5 seed playing.
Yes.
They play
But
tomorrow, I believe.
They lost to UConn or they won to UConn that last game they played. I feel like I want to say they lost to UConn men.
Yeah, they won.
They won against UConn men. So look, okay, hear me out. There's some potential.
Mm-hmm.
I probably have to go more in depth. I'll talk.
I think they could make. I don't think they'll make it past the Elite 8. I think the Elite 8 is kind of their ceiling. But I mean, I guess in March there is no ceiling. That's the beauty of it. But
what about the Sweet 16? I think they could be there.
Yeah. I think they could be in the Sweet 16 and then make it to the Elite 8. I don't really see them making it to the Final Four.
Who knows?
Yeah, but
they didn't make Final Fours last year. Or am I crazy? They
No.
finished at Elite 8, right?
Yeah.
So maybe they have the same season as last year. Who knows? But let's go to the women.
Yes.
I love. So obviously we have UConn, UConn, UCLA, Texas, and then South Carolina, which are like probably those are 1, 2, 3. Those are
the 4 1 seeds. Yeah, UConn, UCLA, Texas, and South Carolina.
UConn, not surprising.
UConn's the big favorite to win the tournament. Like they're actually favored against.
Well,
the field.
they went 31-0 regular season.
Yeah, they're dominating.
And then you got Ozzie Fudd, who is supposed to go number 1 draft pick for the WNBA. So it's not surprising that this UConn team is gonna be great.
Yeah,
and I would be surprised if this UConn team does not make it to Final Four.
So I'm guessing that's your pick to win the tournament because my pick is UConn. I think they're gonna win
for females.
For females, yeah.
Well, of course, it's Ozzie Fudd. She's better than Steph Curry.
So what's your prediction for the men's? Who do you think's gonna win that?
Okay, so I never watched the men's.
Okay, so you just got to pick a team though, because we both have the same for women, and I don't think we'll have the same. I mean, we could have the same for men. I don't know.
Michigan.
You think Michigan?
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that's a great. I think they're.
I feel like Michigan's a good team.
Yeah, they are a great team this year. I'm gonna take U of A.
Of course.
University of Arizona.
You don't think Florida's gonna repeat?
No, I don't. I think it's either gonna be Michigan or Arizona. I'm going to go with Arizona.
I go with Michigan.
The thing is, I think if Michigan don't
Somebody please write this down so I can remember.
If Michigan don't win, I think it'll be because they go out relatively early. Like, I don't think
they're going to make Sweet 16?
I don't think they're going to make... No, I think they'll make the Sweet 16. I just don't think they'll make the Elite 8 or the Final Four. I think they'll probably lose in the Sweet 16. And if they don't, I think they're going to... If Michigan's in the Elite 8, then I think they have a great chance of winning it all.
We need to make a bracket in the ticker suite.
Yeah, we do.
We got to put that above my desk.
Yeah, we really do.
We probably would do that. But moving on to Formula One. So
Yes.
two races has happened. Next race is not this week, it's the following week.
Yeah.
So we will talk about that race when it comes. It will get its own spotlight. But for opening race, which is it was in Australia Grand Prix,
Mm-hmm.
my prediction, my
Your
hot take was correct.
Yeah, it really was.
Insanely correct.
It really was.
And that is crazy.
And we said, well, we're gonna have to just see how the race goes.
Yeah, and no, like I think somebody's car just stopped.
Yeah.
Oscar crashed
Mm-hmm.
during a turn.
Mm-hmm.
Cars, a lot of people.
Oh, so this also happened in
DNF.
China.
This also happened in China. A
Yeah.
lot of teams DNF. Max Verstappen being one of them.
Yeah.
It's been so long since Max Verstappen has DNF a race.
Yeah.
And he was visibly upset,
Mhm.
obviously in his radio. But talking about polls, George Russell, Kimi Antonelli, and Charles Leclerc
Mhm.
for the first race. So we both got ours wrong. We both put Max Verstappen up there.
Mm-hmm.
I had Charles Leclerc and George Russell in my
Mm-hmm.
prediction, so we weren't wrong. It's very showing very early on. This is a Mercedes and Ferrari year with cars, but that could change because they're already talking about the FIA, right?
Yeah.
The FIA is already talking about changing rules.
Yeah.
Formula One are not having 2 races due to global circumstances,
Mhm.
like wars and stuff. They are taking 2 races out of this year, which is crazy
Mm-hmm.
to think about it. Because if you think about it, it's not too crazy because we have so many races.
Yeah, there are a lot of races.
So taking 2 is not that bad. I don't remember the 2 that are not happening, but I know 2 are not happening this
Mhm.
year. I think one of them, I will look at it in a second. But we had 6 drivers DNF Australia. We had crashes. We have fuel running out. And I believe both of the McLaren boys DNF'd
Mm-hmm.
that first race. Am I correct? Is it that race or was China?
I think it was China that happened. But I know in China, Verstappen DNFing
Was shock.
I think before he had 31 races in a row that he had finished, which is crazy. And it really shows how correct.
No, they DNF'd. The Australian Grand Prix, Lando Norris was 5th, and Oscar Piastri DNF'd.
Oh yeah.
So one of them
Well,
DNF'd.
Verstappen DNFing
DNF.
really showed how correct your hot take was. That the
I think
changing
so
of the-
too, because we always know Max Verstappen is one of those racers who will talk so much
Mhm.
about the circumstance of the car.
Yeah.
And I knew if Max Verstappen DNF'd the race because of his car, it was going to be a problem.
Yeah.
And look what happened.
Mhm.
He DNF, which I think is like he doesn't DNF very often. Like yet again, he has won from the pit. Like he's won from winning in the lanes before from the pits before he even like DNF'd.
Mm-hmm.
So he also didn't do good in qualifyings. He hasn't done good in his practices. And it's crazy because I remember now I've been seeing second driver
Mm-hmm.
has been doing really good,
Yeah.
which is crazy for Red Bull that
Yeah.
Max Verstappen's not doing that good. Which is good for him because how you say his name properly, guys?
Who's guys?
You.
Yeah. I don't know either. So
I don't know. It's not Isaac, right? Is it Isaac? Am I wrong? And is it Isaac? I hate this. I hate that. I know his initials is IH. Isaac. ISACK. Isaac. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. He did P8. So he did get points for
Mhm.
Red Bull. He also got points for Red Bull. Him and Verstappen got points for Red Bull in Australia too. So it's surprising seeing Isaac be able to
Mm-hmm.
navigate this car and all these new changes compared to Verstappen. it was very crazy, especially since these races being back to back. I do believe that this week they're gonna try to change cars or try to fix something. Hopefully, because didn't I tell you in my hot take? I was like, "What's gonna happen? A car stopped because it's less fuel, and what happened?
Yeah.
A car stopped.
That probably
Just
was the most.
stopped.
That might have been one of the most accurate hot takes we've had. That was
For Formula One, exactly.
Yeah.
But then moving over to China, which was a 3 a.m. race in New York, which is crazy to be up at 3 a.m. watching this. But we got Kimi Antonelli, who is the youngest to win a Grand Prix. I think the youngest was 20, and now he's 19, which is crazy. I'm so happy for him because I'm like, I think we all know I like Kimi Antonelli, also due to the bond he has with Max Verstappen. He's just a great young racer in general. Then you got George Russell and then Lewis Hamilton
third,
which is crazy.
15 points for
15 points for Ferrari, and it was also that
and then Leclerc got 12 points for finishing fourth for Ferrari.
Yeah, and then
but Mercedes had the big day.
Mercedes had the big day for
first and second
for both races.
Yeah,
and then what's his name? What's their head manager name?
The head manager of who?
Of Mercedes. Otto? No. Otto is it? Otto. Toto.
Toto Wolff.
Okay,
You almost had it.
I almost had it. So Toto, he said those are he thought for a second he had 3 drivers. And then somebody, and this is media, by the way. And then one of them said oh, but one of them is red. No, we have 3 drivers.
Yeah.
And the fact that Lewis Hamilton was able to also celebrate not only Kimi Antonelli's first win from being younger, also celebrating with a team he knows and loves dearly. And I was happy for Lewis Hamilton because about time he made top 3 with Ferrari. But this is also going into okay, we know that right now the cars that are working are Mercedes and Ferrari.
Yeah.
We know those cars are working. What's going to happen for the rest of the grid? Even with the new teams, Audi and Cadillac coming in, they also struggled. This is their first year with a new car. This should have been a little bit more of an advantage for them. But they struggled. I believe one of their drivers did DNF the first race. Yeah. Max, you telling me this is not crazy?
No, that is crazy. What do you think's gonna happen? I think the next.
I gotta rub a magic ball, guys. Wait.
The next race is Japan.
Is it?
Yeah,
is it Japan?
Yeah. Or is it? Yeah. Is it?
No, it's not Japan.
Is it not?
They just did China.
Yeah, it's the Japanese Grand Prix. Yeah.
Is it?
It's March 29th, so it's
God.
next Sunday, not this one.
Yeah,
and then the 2 after that are the ones that are canceled.
Is it both of them? Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And then
Bahrain.
So we're having a 2-week race, and then they're gonna come
Miami. In May. For Japan. So Japan, that'll be a big race.
Japan will be a big race, coming back to hopefully see cars start working. What do you think?
I don't think there's going to be changes that are made yet.
You don't think teams are gonna fix what they're able to have now? I don't think engines could change.
Yeah, no.
But weight could.
Yeah, I think that I could see that.
I know a lot of players were a lot of racers were complaining about the remove of the DRS, and how now it's a button.
Yeah,
they don't like that it's a button. They said they feel like if they're playing Mario Kart. And media showed that there are Mario Kart on some of the drivers' wheel. Lando Norris being one of them.
Yeah, I've realized that we don't even have to give predictions for that race because we can just do it next week.
Yeah, we could do it next week.
Yeah, okay.
It was just good to mention because we weren't here.
Should I give my hot take?
Yes, your hot take.
Back to a hot take.
Your time. What's your hot take?
Hot take?
What sport?
It's March Madness.
Oh, March Madness. Wait, hold up. Let me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
My March Madness hot take is that U of A, in the men's tournament, the University of Arizona will be the only number 1 seed to make the Final Four. I think Duke, Michigan, and Florida will all go out before.
But isn't WNBA favored?
Is you? I think the favorites for the whole tournament are Duke.
Okay.
I think, yeah, I think so, I think that. But having only one number one seed in the Final Four would be pretty surprising.
Okay.
But I think it's gonna happen. I think this is gonna be a year.
I don't watch the men enough to really know this.
I
But
think this is
yeah.
gonna be a year where a lot of the smaller teams make, or not necessarily. So I don't think there's gonna be that many smaller teams that make it that far.
Oh my god.
But in terms of the 2 through 6 seeds, I
Yeah.
think there could be one or two. Well, I think there'll be 3 of them in the Final Four.
Yes.
That's my hot take.
Completely forgot to talk about this.
About what?
WNBA negotiations being finished.
Oh,
Oh my
yes.
god. I forgot. So, guys, the ladies are getting paid.
Mhm.
Finally. Like after 17 months, Max.
Mhm.
They were in negotiations for 17 months. And if they did not, they passed a negotiation date where they needed to be ended before it affected the season, which was supposed to be, I think it was supposed to be March 16th, was supposed to be the day they were supposed to come to agreement, but they became to agreement yesterday. So the new salary cap is starting at 77 million, up
Mhm.
from the 1.5 million.
Big change.
The average revenue share is now nearly 20% across the deal. The Supermax is starting at 1.4 million. The average salary is now going to range of 600K, a minimum around 300K. This is
It's a
something,
big salary
this
increase.
this is a ginormous jump because you have to also remember now WNBA is becoming profitable.
Mhm.
These players are making this league profitable. Have we not seen Unrival? Like they were paid great over there. They have benefits. Their contracts were great. A lot of players were saying that they wanted their contract from there to look like how it was going to look in the W. Respectfully so, because if we think about it, Max, these teams, these players put so much and they get paid so little.
Yeah.
They're already facing with a commissioner who does not like them.
Mhm.
And you know that. You know
Yeah.
how I feel about the commissioner. I feel like the commissioner is not the best. Kathy, you're not the best for me. But I think them getting paid so much is a ginormous jump that needed to happen.
Yeah, there's definitely been a lot more. There's been a lot more attention and
Because now because the NBA is the most profitable. Like they get the most revenue. But I think WNBA are slowly moving up.
yeah, no, definitely recently there's been a huge increase in viewership of the WNBA.
Of women's sports.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So this is a big change. It's great to see.
It's great to see. I'm excited to see the season. For reminders of all the audience and for Max, draft happens after March Madness.
Yes.
And then we're about to hopefully I'll be here for May when the beginning of the season starts.
Yeah.
I hope I be here.
Mhm.
I think it starts in May or in April.
Mhm.
And I'm excited to see. But that's it for this episode. Thank you guys for listening to this week's episode. Hope you catch us on our Instagram and you catch our next one. Bye.